Honey, do you know what happened? I can't believe Dylan said that to me. What is it, Victoria? I thought you were going to call him for dinner. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's been behaving so distantly these days. What are you talking about? I went to call him so we could have dinner together for once. We haven't just sat around the table and talked in a long time. You won't believe what he said to me. I'm sure it wasn't that bad, Victoria. You do have a tendency to overreact. No, honey, this was different. He got angry for no reason and started saying things like how I was being fake. His exact sentence was, "Whatever, I don't know why you're acting like you care about me." This doesn't even make sense. Of course I care about him. I don't know what's been going through his head these past few weeks. Like I said, you are just overreacting. He has probably just had a bad day. Give him some time. I don't understand why he doesn't like me, Gerard. He's acting like he hates the mere existence of me. Let's not get carried away. This is probably all in your head. That's not... I swear he's not being himself. Sometimes I find myself doubting if he is actually my son. What's gotten into him? What do you mean? Of course he is our son. Do you realize what you are saying? No, that's not what I meant. It's his behavior. He completely changed his attitude towards me all of a sudden. It's like he doesn't see me as his mother. What are you on about, Victoria? I haven't noticed anything strange with him, even though I'm the one who spends the most time with him. You don't understand. He treats me worse than you would treat a stranger. He doesn't even acknowledge me anymore. It's like I'm not even here. You said it yourself. He spends most of his free time with you. That's because he's going to be taking over my business someday. He needs to learn a lot of things from me. That's not the only reason. He has even stopped going to the park with me on the weekends. Victoria, Dylan is not a child anymore. He probably just doesn't want to go. Victoria, I don't want to continue any discussion in this nonsense anymore, okay? Could we just get on with dinner? Or should I just have it on my own? Fine. I'll be there in a minute, even though there is no point of it anymore. It was supposed to be all of us together. Dad! What is it, son? Where did you go all of a sudden? I came back to my room. I suddenly remembered I had soccer practice, so I have to go early tomorrow morning. You should have told me when we started grilling everything your mom marinated. We were supposed to be having a family night tonight. Sorry, Dad, but I really need to go to sleep. But you and I could spend some time together when you come to watch my game this Saturday. Of course, we can always change our plans. How about telling your mom to make those sandwiches you love so much? We could have a small picnic once you are free. That's fine, Dad. She doesn't need to come to my games. I'm more than fine with just you coming. And if you want, we can just go for dinner later. All right. That sounds good too. Go to sleep then. You do have to practice hard if you want to win the game. All right. Good night, Dad. Good night. Dylan, where are you? I've been looking for you all day. Don't text me. I'm busy. What is this that I'm hearing from Mrs. Parker? What the hell do you want now? I told you I'm busy. I called your teacher to find out about the parent-teacher meeting this year. Why did she inform me that you told her I was out of the country and couldn't attend? And your dad was also there with you. Do you have to ask me about the simplest of things? Even a kindergarten kid could figure it out. I didn't tell you about the meeting and lied because I didn't want you there. Isn't that obvious? Dylan, what the heck do you think you are saying right now? I don't understand what has gotten into you these days. You don't need to understand either. Just don't meddle with my life and we will be fine. What? I'm your mother. You are supposed to tell me these things. I have a right to know. No, you don't. Don't you dare play that mother card on me ever again. For me, you might as well have been dead. What are you saying? You've crossed your limits today. I'm not going to keep up with this absurd behavior any longer. Get home this instant. I'm calling your father. It's time we had to talk about your uncharacteristic behavior. I'm not leaving my practice for something as stupid as this. You can go ahead and call Dad if you want. Like I said, I don't care about anything involving you. For me, you are nothing. So stop pretending to care about me when you actually don't. I'm sick of it. What is wrong with you? How dare you talk to your mother like that? Stop calling yourself my mother. I told you, you were dead to me. I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. I carried you for 9 months and brought you into this world. I'm your mother. Even if you stop calling me mom, it's not going to change the facts. I don't care about the facts. And stop calling me. I told you to just let me enjoy for once. I was having such a good time, but you had to go ahead and ruin it. I left my own dreams and wills just to make sure you were better taken care of. And this is what you give me in return? I did everything I could to make you feel like the most loved child in the world. I have given you everything you have asked for. After everything I did for you, does none of that mean nothing to you? I can't believe I'm hearing all this from my own son. Oh, just stop already. Stop behaving as if you give a damn about everything at all. Stop with this fake concern and behaving like you are a saint. Like you have done nothing wrong. We both know the truth. You don't have to keep up with this act of caring. I don't understand what you are trying to say, Dylan. We were so close once. I don't know what is making you distant from me. What has made you hate me so much? Do you really have to act so ungrateful and uncaring of my feelings? Shut up. I'm not listening to this crap anymore. You are just a freeloader anyway. Don't try to call me again. I don't have time for this. I'm trying to have a good time here. You can't just leave me like that when I'm talking to you. Dylan! Gerard, are you free? I need to talk to you. It's urgent. What is it now, Victoria? I have a lot of work to do. I don't have time to talk to you about every single thing you find to be stressful. This is really important, Gerard. What could be more important, Victoria? It's Dylan. He's completely crossed his limits this time. What did he do this time? He lied to Mrs. Parker about me being out of time during a parent-teacher meeting. I can't understand his behavior anymore. It's fine, Victoria. He probably just didn't want you to find out about his girlfriend or the silly things that teenagers are into these days. I'm sure it wasn't something personal. It surely did not feel like it. He was talking to me as if I was someone he didn't even want to look at. He said things you wouldn't even imagine. Stuff no kid should be saying to their parents. It couldn't have been that bad. He is a teenager, Victoria. You should understand that he is going through the phase in his life when everybody thinks rebelling against their parents is cool. You don't get it, Gerard. He was saying weird stuff. I know this might sound like something a teenager would do, but it really didn't feel that way. I feel that Dylan is convinced, for some reason, that I don't care about him. He called me a fake for showing concern toward his life, Gerard. He kept going about how I should stop pretending to care for him when we knew the truth. I didn't even understand what truth he was talking about. What if he has some sort of misunderstanding about me? I'm sure it's nothing like that, Victoria. Can we please move on with this conversation? I have an important meeting in 10 minutes, and I need to be there on time. Just stop overthinking everything Dylan says and forget about it, okay? He's just trying to act cool like every other kid his age. You just need to give him time. Once he's mature enough to understand stuff clearly, he will come around. What about you then? What about me? You went with Dylan to the meeting. Didn't you hear him tell the teacher about the lie? Are you getting suspicious of me now? Come on, Victoria. You know those meetings are boring anyway. I know what my own kid is like, so I don't need to pay attention to them when they are talking about my kid. I probably didn't hear him mention it. Do you know he called me a freeloader? Dylan, my own son, called me that, and I just can't let this pass, thinking it's some phase he will move on from. So what? It's not that big of a deal, Victoria. He's just a 16-year-old kid. What? Anyways, what are we having for dinner tonight? I was thinking maybe you could make some lasagna. It has been a while since we had that. Are you serious? What's wrong now? I'm trying to talk to you here, but You and Dylan are the only family I have. You know my parents and I are not really on good terms. If I didn't talk to you about my problems, who else would I go to? I can't wrap my head around why Dylan suddenly turned so against me. We had such a good bond before. We were the closest. I do listen to you, Victoria, but I can't leave an important meeting for something so small. You are just overreacting to simple things here. I told you, I'm busy. I don't have all day to keep going on about this. Dylan has always been a bit distant from everyone since he started high school. I don't understand why you are making a big deal out of it all of a sudden. But just let it go, okay? Ignore whatever Dylan did. I'm sure he will come around soon once he is mature enough to understand this stuff. He probably doesn't know half of the things he is doing right now. I don't know. I really need to go. Fine, all right. I will try to forget about this if you say so. Good. Even though I really don't think this is just some kind of rebellion he finds cool. Oh, come on. Fine, I'm done talking. I will make your lasagna, so come home early. Bye. Honey, what happened to Dylan? I got a call from the school that he collapsed. Is it true? Is he all right? It's nothing to worry about. The doctor said it was due to exhaustion that he fainted. He'll be fine. He just needs some rest. He fainted? But how? Why? Are you sure it isn't something to worry about? You know he has really low pain tolerance. You know what? Just send me the address of the hospital you took him to. I'll be there in a few minutes. No, Victoria, you don't need to come. He's fine. Really. Besides, we will be back in no time. You know how hospitals are about too many visitors, especially if it isn't something big. Trust me, okay? We will be home soon. But, fine. If you really think it will be fine, bring him home as soon as possible, okay? Of course. You will see him home as soon as the doctor releases him. Okay then. I'll prepare some warm soup to make him feel better. It will help him regain his strength. It's better if you don't, Victoria. The doctor advised him to take it easy for a few days since he also has a bad stomach. We will just grab some food from the hospital cafe. What? But I thought he was just exhausted. Are you sure he is fine? Why does he suddenly have a bad stomach? Yes, Victoria. I told you he's fine. I have to go now. I need to discuss about his discharge and finish his paperwork with the hospital staff. The sooner that's over, the sooner we will be home. All right. Just make sure he isn't in any pain. Don't worry, I'm here with him. Dad, where are you? I thought you went to give Mom a call. She still isn't here. Sorry, kiddo. I had to go and sort out the paperwork. What about Mom? Where is she? Yeah, I did. Why isn't she here yet? She said she was busy. She had to get a few things from the mall. Shopping? I just got off the phone from her. But Dad, is shopping more important than me? I'm sorry, Dylan. It must have been something urgent. But she has always been with me whenever I am hurt. Can't you really not come right now? It's fine, okay? Your mom is busy, but I'm here for you. I will keep you company. I promise you'll be fine in no time. Can you come back quickly? I don't like it alone here. Hospitals are creepy, and I can't believe Mom would let me be here alone when she knows how much I hate it. All right, kiddo. I'll be there in a minute. Hang in there.